Everyone, and welcome to the webinar today. I see we've got a few people joining us already, so I'll give everyone else a few more minutes, but thanks a lot for your time. Today we're going to be, as you can see on screen, it's a session for our Bizink clients only, so we'll be running through some cool updates we've got for you, as well as a little bit of a partner showcase with Practice Protect. So they're our special guest today. I'll introduce John properly in a second. So I'll just run through the housekeeping quickly. If you have any questions at all during the webinar for Practice Protect or us at Bizink, please send a message into the chat. We've got a few of us monitoring it today, or the Q&A panel. So just take the time now to get all that sort of stuff up. This session is being recorded. I've just checked that. So yeah, we can send that out afterwards if you do miss anything, and any links we'll compile and send out those sorts of resources as well. We do even have a prize today. I'm very excited to share that one of you can win a brochure, which is one of our new products. So stay tuned for that. You do have to have your chat panel up in order to enter that draw as well. So we'll kick it off. I'll just run through the agenda. You can see on screen what we're going to go through. So a bit of an update on all the new things at Bizink and meeting some new team members as well. But we're going to start with, I'll introduce John properly. So hey, John, thanks a lot for coming along today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Anthea. Thanks for having me on here, and thanks everyone for jumping on.
Cool. So can you give us a bit of background to yourself and Practice Protect?
Yeah, sure. So I'm head of growth at Practice Protect, and I've been with the company for just under 5 years now. So yeah, quite some time. So what we do at Practice Protect is we provide a cybersecurity platform which helps accountants to manage access to online data, so manage passwords and access to client logins. And then also we provide compliance documentation to make sure that firms are compliant with cyber insurance policies and with different legislation. And also a large part of what we do is training. So we've got a cybersecurity training hub available for all of our clients as well.
Very cool. And we always hear very great things from our clients about you guys. So, and I've actually just noticed I've nudged 5 years at Bizink too. So
oh, wow.
Quite cool.
Congrats.
I don't know. When did we get old, John? I don't know. How did that happen?
I know. Yeah, I know. I need to update my photo. That's an old one. I think that's 4 years old.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a few more wrinkles.
Yeah. All right. So we just have a quick little session with you today. Again, if anybody has any questions for you as we go, just type them in the chat, please. But I just wanted to ask you, what do you think are the most important things? I know you often talk about like the pillars. So what are the most important things accounting or bookkeeping firms can do to protect their firm?
Yeah, sure. I guess it's about approaching it practically. Okay, because when it comes to cybersecurity, I think it can be complicated and firms can get overwhelmed, and that's the worst thing that could happen. You know, people look at it, they're like, well, this is too big for me to tackle, I'm not going to do anything, which is obviously the worst thing you can do when it comes to cybersecurity, is just doing nothing. Okay, so it's about looking at practical and then addressing different areas to approach. Okay, because securing a business is much like, you know, securing your house. Okay, you need to lock up your front door, your back door, lock the windows, switch on the burglar alarm. Okay, there's lots of different things which you need to do, and it's the same thing when it comes to security. Okay, so we've boiled it down to, I guess, like 3 main pillars that you need to address, and that's tech, team, and compliance. Okay, so firstly, the technical part, which is the part which is very seldomly skipped, like most firms do address this, at least in some capacity. So it's making sure that you've implemented technical solutions. So for instance, you know, controlling who has access to what data, antivirus, backups, okay, technical solutions to secure your firm. Then the second one is about the team. Okay, because there's no point putting in place all the latest and fanciest tech in the world if your team then clicks on every phishing email that they receive. Okay, something bad's going to happen pretty quick if your team are doing the wrong thing. Okay, so making sure that you train your team so that they understand their responsibility, okay, to help reduce your risk profile. And the last one is around compliance. Okay, because when it comes to data security, there are certain obligations which businesses need to meet. Okay, so we've actually seen there have been instances where firms have had a breach and the cyber insurance company hasn't paid out because they haven't had policy documents in place. Okay, we're seeing this in cyber insurance questionnaires. They're asking firms to sign off, yes, I confirm I have an IT and internet usage policy in place. And if you're not doing that and you're not meeting that and the worst happens, then they use that as a way to not always pay out. So really important that you've got the compliance sorted from that perspective. And also because of the different legislation out there as well, the mandatory breach reporting legislation, that has steps involved around it as well regarding compliance.
Yeah, they're all so important as well. I was thinking like that team bit particularly, right? But all of it, that you're right, they're core pillars. We've got Stephen, one of our clients, who said Practice Protect is the best in our business ever. So it's good you've got a fan on. Yeah,
that's great. Thanks, Stephen. Great to have you on.
So what are you seeing? What are the most common ways accounting firms are being compromised or breached?
Yeah, really good question. So the classic example is phishing and through emails. Okay, and you hear about these happening all the time, and like you think it just sounds so simple, but the fact is that so many phishing emails are sent out, but all it needs is like 0.1% of people to click to be tricked, and then that's how they're getting their return. And we've got quite advanced spam filters set up on our inboxes, but not a day goes past where I don't see a spam email in my inbox. Okay, so that's really the most common way we're seeing it. People are tricked into handing over their passwords, handing over their sensitive details, and then hackers are then going in, logging into Office 365 or G Suite, whatever mailing system it is, and then accessing sensitive data, sending out spam emails to clients. That's really the number one kind of scam we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah. I've just been gone down a rabbit hole on YouTube this week of you probably know them, like Mark Rober and Trilogy Group and those ones that investigate all the behind the scenes of scammers in often based out of India and that sort of stuff. But yeah, all the phishing that's happening over there, and yeah, obviously they often target older people as well that aren't as well trained and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I've been down that rabbit hole this week.
Yeah, it's fascinating, like once you start looking down it, and you're right, and they they target vulnerable people, like people that maybe aren't as educated on certain processes. So for instance, one which is quite topical at the moment is, as we're coming up to end of financial year, we see lots of scams targeted around that, pretending to be from ATO, pretending to be from MyGov. Now, obviously, I haven't heard of any clients, any accountants fallen victim to these scams, because obviously you guys know how the ATO works and how they contact you. But it's targeting, the vulnerable people who, don't know these exact processes. They're saying that people owe certain amounts of money, and, obviously some people will owe certain amounts in taxes. So they're already worried about that. And they use a lot of, manipulation and social engineering to get information and to get, obviously the financial rewards.
Yeah, it's good. I was wondering if there was anything, that you usually see these timely sort of ones, don't you, end of financial year and stuff. So I guess for you guys as advisors, like John said, you're probably aware of it, but you can play a role here in educating your clients about these things. So obviously you're a Bizink client, and maybe you have a website with us or a hub. You can use the tools in that to send an email out to your clients letting them know that this is going on. Is there websites you can go to? I don't know if the ATO have it, or I'm sure John, that sort of list out the scams at the moment or anything like that?
Yeah, there are some really good ones. So the ATO does often put out updates if there are scams, pretending to be them.
Yeah.
Also, you'll see there's a really good website. So if you go to scamwatch.gov.au, that lists the topical, the trending scams. So what we often see, is it will show what the scams are out there. So we'll see, some of the clients could work with you guys, send out emails like letting your clients know what scams are out there. Also, if you go to the Xero website, I'm not sure of the exact pathway, but Xero usually has a page, or Xero, I haven't looked for it recently, but Xero has a page on their website which says what scams are out there impersonating Xero, because we do see lots of false invoice scams pretending to be Xero. So that's another one to look at as well.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. Well, if anybody is wanting to get that sort of information out to clients, we'd be happy to help you make that happen at Bizink. So you can, contact us. We'll have a whole section on the best way to contact us in a second, but you can just type in the chat if you'd like to as well. So we've got a few links in there. We can look out for, obviously we were mentioning ScamWatch being, the Australian one. Maybe we can compile some resources for some other countries as well. I'm sure a quick Google would probably bring up some of these things as well. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Do you think there's any sort of quick tips you have for our advisors on the call today if they were, going to start looking at their security a bit more seriously?
Yes, I guess really the first thing when you're starting to look at your security is just look at where your data's stored, look at where it's hosted, and just start to list down what your risks are. So start to do, a security assessment, looking at the different risk areas you have in the business and just documenting them, and then making a plan for them and how you'd address each of them. And then obviously, if you think it would then help, the next steps or part of that step could be chatting to us at Practice Protect, as that's a large part of what we do, helping firms to assess their risk and, providing recommendations.
Yeah. I highly recommend everyone on the call today to chat to Practice Protect. So we've Sophie's put the link in there. We also actually have a free ebook we've done together, which is, once you've sort of got your security in check, you can use this in your marketing as well. So this is sort of the next step, get your house in order, right? We've got an ebook that's called Stand Out by Being Secure that's, co-authored by Bizink and Practice Protect. So we've got a few more tips in there if you want to take this to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. And just as well, sorry to add to that, one thing we've collaborated with you guys on as well is in our platform, we've got our university, which hosts all of our training material. We've got a section of content supplied by Bizink there. So we've got a number of security blogs and some other client information in there, kindly supplied by you guys to highlight that, because it's important that, if you are securing your business, letting your clients know about that, shouting about how you're secure, using it as a differentiator from other accounting firms.
Fantastic. Yeah, I've heard good things about that university too, so that's great. If anybody has a question for John, please let us know now. He'll stick around for a few more minutes. We've had one come in already, so I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, please let us know if there's anything you'd like to ask John. Alicia's just asking, if we have a current IT team, can we integrate Practice Protect with them?
Short answer is yes. Yep, definitely. So we work with lots of different accounting firms. It's just under 1,500 accounting firms, and the majority of them do have a local IT company that we work with and they work with. So we'd work with them during the initial onboarding and make sure that your setup's in line with their processes. So yeah, Alicia, that works great. We love working with other IT providers.
Cool. Yeah. Stephen's just got another comment as well, which I was thinking I should mention. One great feature of Practice Protect, which is a time saver for the team, is you log into the Practice Protect portal once, and then every app is just in there one click away. For example, the Bizink website login could be in there. That's one sort of integration I was going to mention, or connection. So there's not this logging in and out of apps. So yeah, that's a great feature we've heard about as well.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Stephen.
Sorry, my dog's barking in the background, likes to pick when I'm presenting on a webinar. All right, so I'll just get you to stick around for a couple more minutes in case there's anything going to come into the chat. Any questions for John, please let us know at the moment. Otherwise, we'll be moving on to more of a Bizink client update and John will be leaving us. So now's your time. Otherwise, awesome. You can obviously go to their website and contact them directly. Thanks a lot, John. I don't think that's it, so we'll keep it moving. We're going to talk today about what's up next at Bizink. So we've got a bit of a roadmap with some quite cool updates, I think so anyway. So I'll introduce you properly to Christina, who you can probably see here on Zoom already. So we're going to introduce you properly in a second, but we've also got a lot going on in terms of partnerships as well. So I'm really, really proud to finally announce that Bizink has partnered with Xero. I think you may have heard of them. So we're going to be helping Xero partners globally with marketing. We already are. And obviously this is a big deal for us at Bizink. And you can expect a lot more Xero specific content dropping quite soon. There's also a lot of other partnerships in the works too. Obviously like Practice Protect we've got on here today. We'll have a few more of these sessions with other partners we work with. So yeah, companies like Ignition, trying to get used to not calling them Practice Ignition as well. While we're talking about partnerships, Alicia has asked, can I contact someone for more information on Practice Protect? So maybe, John, if you could just tell us the best way or best email or to contact you.
Yeah, definitely. If you head to the website, so practiceprotect.com, you could book in a demo from there, or as well, just as easy to email me. So I've just dropped my email address in the chat. So yeah, anyone's free to reach out, and then I could help you or point you in the right direction.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. All right, so yeah, that's just a quick little update on partnerships. Basically, sorry, a little teaser, but there will be more coming, and it should help you with the other softwares you're already working with. And we've also got a few new features. You've probably heard a little bit about this in our previous webinars because we've been building this in the background for some time, the checklists and campaigns. So the idea with these is sort of like light task management in the back end of your website or your hub, so you know what you should do for a certain task or set of tasks and where to go in the website to do them. For example, letting clients know about Xero or about a resource that you've got on your site, or marketing to an e-commerce niche or something like that. We also have one on if you're just setting your website live, here's the things you need to do. So it can be a range of things, and yeah, we're working on more of those at the moment. So we're going to be releasing those features into the back end of your sites in the coming weeks and months. We also have on the right-hand side of screen, we've got a whole list of like content features and stuff, which I'm going to go through bit by bit in just a second. So I'll work through them properly in a minute, but yeah, whole heap of cool business resources there as well. And yeah, just down the bottom left, you'll see packages. So we are changing up our packages at the moment, the website packages, that is. So we'll be releasing lots more features. Obviously, I'm starting to tell you about some of them today. So there's been lots going on in the background. We've been busy, so we'll get into showing you a quick look at how these are going. So first up is key dates. We're going to be doing these for Australia, Canada, New Zealand, UK, and the US, the main markets we're working in. And this is going to be delivered through our new plugin, which we're calling BizPress. So it's just a new way of delivering content to you. Probably doesn't affect you too much, just as long as the content makes it there, but it's just going to be a more robust system as well. So we're making lots of those sort of technical updates in the background as well. But key dates you can probably see on screen. What have we got on screen? 15th of May. I think this is Australia. I can't quite see the fine detail here, but like tax filing deadlines, public holidays, those sorts of things for your region. So just useful information from government websites and that sort of stuff that you're probably getting asked about time and time again. So it'll be good to have a place on your website to send this. Like I said, this is going to be delivered through BizPress, a plugin, WordPress plugin we can add into the back end of your website. It's actually been added to the back end of your websites already. So like I said, it's going to be the way we deliver lots of new content as well. So that's a real quick look at that. The next one then is business lifecycle content. So this has actually been based on research that our sister company, the Small Business Company, has done. And they've created content for like Bank of America, NAB, Xero, quite big companies that are getting millions of people looking at their content. So there's a lot of research and money that goes into that sort of stuff, seeing what content's getting searched for, what content's getting read, all that sort of stuff. So that research has shown that business owners like to see content from the stage their business is at, startup through to exit, for example. So this is the first step in revamping our resources. So we're going to be sending instructions on how to add this content to your website in the coming weeks. So just stay tuned for that if you're interested in that. It's just more resources that we'll be putting out there for you based on what research is going on at the moment. We also have accounting and business terms, or like glossaries, that we're going to be adding for you. So this is the time that you can win the special prize today. So get your keyboards ready at the chat if you'd like to win a brochure, which I'll go through in detail what's included in that as well. But basically, we're going to be adding a glossary of accounting and business terms. So I think you might be able to see on screen, like, for example, accounts payable or inventory, that sort of stuff. It will also go as like it'll be country specific, you know, as specific as, you know, like franking credits or something like that. I had to ask my accountant about the other day. So that sort of stuff. So the way you can get, the way you can enter the draw to win a brochure, which I will be drawing today on this session right now, is if you could type into the chat one of these glossary items that you think would be useful, maybe a question that you're getting asked time and time again, what does this mean? Or just one that you think would be great to have on your website and feature in a spot like this. So the idea obviously is to help you get your clients financially literate. We know that often our clients are getting asked why you said I made a profit, but there's no money in the bank. So hopefully to avoid those sorts of questions or just help educate business owners on it. So we've got a few coming through already. Thanks very much. Like cash flow statement, balance sheet, accrual accounting, profit and loss statement, work in progress, fringe benefits tax has come in a couple of times. Yeah, all these sorts of things. Yeah, even something like cash flow, hey Kelly, that can mean a few different things to different people, I think. And often that's the case with a lot of these terms, is they can mean different things. So I'll give you a couple more minutes if anybody else would like to submit a idea for that while I tell you what you're actually going to win. Oh, by the way, this is going to be coming in June. Hopefully we'll be releasing this. ROCE, I don't even know what that means. John, you might have to tell me. Peter's saying remittance, Canada. So yeah, these will be country specific as well. And we're going to develop maybe a quick little form for you guys to submit all of these. This is cool to see so many coming in. Thanks. All right, so this is what you are in the draw to win. It's a branded brochure, which is, I kind of think it's a evergreen marketing tactic, whether that's a PDF or a physical brochure. And they come in handy throughout the sales and marketing process. I think I'm going to have to give it to you, John. ROCE, return on capital employed. I don't know what that means. I'm not an accountant. So we'll announce you as the winner, and there's a few more coming through, which is great. I'm going to keep a copy of all these and make sure they get added in. So congratulations, John, you've won a brochure. For everyone else, I'll talk through now the details on how to get one of these if you'd like. And obviously you can see a few little screenshots on screen. It's something that we're going to design up for you. It's professionally written, branded for you. Just takes the time out of developing this, and also it's quite budget friendly. So I just want to know how many people have a brochure at the moment. If you feel like typing into the chat, just yes or no if you have one at the moment, or if you want yours improved. So some of the standard pages we include for you, I've got screenshots on screen, but usually it's like who we are, how we help, like your services sort of stuff, client testimonials, maybe a team page or a director page if you just work on your own. Even like software partners, you might be able to see sort of right hand side, we've got one there, Xero, Vendex, just as the example. So we have that sort of stuff there for you. You can even do like packages and pricing if you want to go that far. Obviously that's an option, but we've got that set up in like sort of the template we use to start these off anyway. So if you can tell us what you'd like to showcase there, with or without your prices, you might just do packages. You can do that as well. And obviously contact details and all that sort of stuff as well. So I see a few of you've got, some have an outdated one, some don't have a brochure at all. So probably a good mixture across there of, probably what I was expecting as well. So if you'd like a new one or us to update yours, this is quite a good option. So if he's going to put the link, Sophie has just put the link, perfect timing, to the branded brochure that you can purchase on our website. So it's 499 Australian dollars, 399 US, 299 pounds. I'll just confirm that one. But you'll be able to see that all online there anyway. So you can get one of those brochures. If you do sign up today, we'll have it ready for you next week. So it's quite quick to do. Obviously, there'll be a form to fill out to send us a few details. Being a Bizink client, we'll probably have a copy of your logo already and that sort of stuff. So it can be quite quick. You just need to let us know what you'd sort of like in there, and we can go write that up for you and design it for you. And sorry, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but we give you a editable version. So if you want to do version 1 without your packages, for example, and then you want to add them in later, we send you the editable version in a PowerPoint. So it's quite easy to update. Or maybe you just start with the team page and then your team changes. That's probably a more common one. You can change that around as you need to as well. So feel free to jump on there and grab one of those, and we can have that for you ready next week if you'd like. So I'll get back into more of the new features and that sort of stuff that we're adding, and we can go into our new products again in a second. So next up is new Xero videos. So the old videos were retired in March 31st. So we've replaced them with new YouTube videos. It's still under the same link on your site, which will be called Xero Resources. So you're welcome to go have a look at those there if you like. So this is part of what we manage for you, is as Xero change their videos, on their YouTube channel and that sort of stuff, we'll update them for you. And we've actually delivered them through our new system as well. So it wasn't a like-for-like replacement. Some videos got deleted by Xero or changed or just updated in a different way. So we've redirected any old links to the Xero Resources homepage. So they're not going to get a broken link or 404 error or anything like that. If you have any questions about it, just let us know. The usual channels to contact us here at Bizink. We'd be happy to help out if you have any questions like that. But yeah, more just an update for our Xero partners that we've added those new resources there in the background. Some of you may or may not have noticed. Next up is another cool announcement, part of our sort of mission to make marketing easy for you all. We've been, beavering away in the background building an app, which is no small thing. And it's an email marketing app that we're calling Marketing Compass. So if you're on a website with us, Client Hub, you'll likely have email marketing built into your package, which is quite an easy way to send email blasts and newsletters and the like. We're building just a more robust platform outside of our website and hub clients as well, so you can get that direct. It's also going to have some cool automations and integrations, which is quite exciting, from your favorite partners like Xero and those sorts of firms. Obviously, we'll have more announcements, more definite announcements around this in the coming months as we tee up those partnerships and get the content in there. But yeah, some of you on here are partnered with firms like Profit First, so we're working on getting that content out to your clients and streamlining that creation of content for you as well. We're also looking at some templates from leading marketers. So we do a lot of templates on, asking clients for referrals and that sort of stuff. So content that's written for you that you can then edit and then send to your clients. So there'll be more of that sort of stuff as well. So we will be looking for beta testers soon. So keep your ear out for that if you are interested in doing a bit more with email marketing. We'd appreciate your help. So Christina, it's time to pick on you now, now that I've run through the product update. So we've got an exciting team member announcement here. I'm really glad to personally introduce Christina to you all. She's our new customer success and support executive. So welcome, Christina.
Thank you, Anthea. Hello, everyone. As Anthea said, my name is Christina Perry, and I'm Bizink's customer success and support executive. I've joined the support team, and you may have already met Heather, Anthea, of course, and Sophie, just to name a few of our amazing team members. You'll get used to seeing my name around if you get in touch with us with any queries or requests for assistance. So I'll be here. You can get in touch with me directly at support@bizinkonline.com, and we'll be posting a slide towards the end of the webinar with some more information on how you can get support from our team. But yeah, you'll be getting used to seeing my name pop up. I'm really excited to be part of the Bizink team. It's been, I'm in my 6th week now, and it's been really great getting on board. And I'm just looking forward to getting to know you and your firm, and to learning how I can help you achieve your own and your clients' goals. You may have seen my intro video. I'm based in the North Island of New Zealand, in a city called Napier. I'm originally from Melbourne, and I live here with my husband Jonathan and our 2 daughters, Evelyn and Alice. Yeah, it's just really nice to be able to introduce myself to you, and I'm looking forward to speaking to each of you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Christina. And I'm going to claim you as an Aussie, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome to have you in the team. And yeah, a few of you probably would have, sent support tickets in and received replies from Christina already. She's been working away for the past 6 weeks apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know if it feels like shorter or longer. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, awesome to have you here. And yeah, I know all of our clients will make you feel welcome. We've got a good little community here. So like Christina mentioned, we'll have a few more details shortly on how to contact us. Just a reminder if you ever need help. So thanks a lot. I just put this little slide in here next just to remind you about some of the resources that you already have in your website or in your hub. Obviously there's heaps coming, and that's half the reason for the call today, but there's a lot you can use there already, and I just want to remind you about it because it's still very topical and it's still very useful and valuable to clients. We were just chatting this week about some of the guides that we have in the resources section that are ranking quite highly for certain clients on, in Google. So they're still very useful. So just a reminder that there's heaps of ways you can use this content. So I'm talking about if you're on your website and you go to the resources section, or it might be called business resources on some people's site. And I just, Sophie's going to put a link into just our demo site just to send you to the guide that we're talking about, but it's called, choosing payment terms for your business. I've just gone through and picked one that I thought, might be fairly topical at the moment with, everything to do with, payments and that being in the news and that sort of stuff. So it's got practical tips inside that guide, as well as like on, setting progress payments and the like. So hopefully valuable content that your clients will appreciate. So you should, if you're on like a pro package or a full client hub bundle, you should have that on in your resources section already. Obviously that's just one I've picked. There's hundreds in there for you to choose from. So if there's something in there that piques your interest, or that a client has asked you recently, feel free to share that out. On screen is a few different ways you can use it. So it might be via email, like just an email blast dedicated to that topic if you feel it's important and timely enough, or it could go as just an article in your newsletter. So we can, we've got resources on to show you how to do that stuff, or message us if you get stuck. But yeah, you can pull those things into your newsletter. If you put it on the blog, it can go through to social media as well. So all the usual time-saving automations in there, but just another way to use your content to push it out to your clients and get it seen by more people. You could even break that one, like the guides are usually longer form content. You could break that up into like 5 or 10 social media posts. So there's a lot of, life in one of these guides as well. So a few more ideas on screen as well. If you're doing something like an event or a webinar, it could be a freebie or a supporting document as well. So heaps of ways to use that content. If you ever have a question about using your resources more, just reach out to us. So back into more of our new products and services, we've recently released case studies as a new service offering we're doing, and you may have seen emails about this already. They're a really, really powerful way to market your firm. I think every single accounting firm should have these on your website. Often people have testimonials, which is a great start, but if you want to go a bit more in depth and sort of tell a story about how you helped a client, I would highly recommend you have a case study on your site. And the service we're offering here is that we will interview your client for you and write up the case study as well. So it's professionally written by Heidi, our head of content. And that's going to, tell the story from the customer's point of view. Often we sort of tend to overlook some of the great work you did. So it's good to hear it direct from the client and hear their real language as well, like how that affected them. We tend to write, sort of maybe accounting speak or professional speak, but you just chat to them and get the real language of how that helped them. So that's the idea of going direct and talking to them. And that is usually done over Zoom like this, so that we can record it, chat to them, like personally. And you can obviously get copies of all that stuff as well. And then if you're a Bizink website client, we can upload that case study to your website, like in this screenshot here. We've compiled that onto their website for them as well. And so this is $600 Australian. There's all the prices on the website that we'll put the link in shortly as well. And there's a few different buying options there. I really do recommend it. I think it's a marketing essential. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but these are just amazing assets to have. So obviously that's a one-off like investment, and then you have that to use. Again, just like the previous slide, there's so many ways you can use that as well. That could be in a proposal, to try and convince a new client to work with you. Share that many, many times on social media, at the bottom of emails, all that sort of stuff. So you get lots of life in those as well. So we've also got custom content packages too. So in line with the case studies, we've recently launched these. We've got a few requests for custom content. So obviously we've got the majority of our clients will be getting sort of more small business, like general blogs on cash flow and that sort of stuff. But if you want something written on a particular topic, we definitely offer that service. So you can buy like a one-off blog or a one-off case study, like I mentioned, or we've developed these packages if you're going to be needing them regularly, so it's a bit more cost effective. So Sophie's going to put a link to those as well, so you can check them out. We have recently bundled them into our just overall marketing services packages, which we can send out for you afterwards as well. So yeah, if you think, maybe you're working in a niche that, we haven't covered in the past, for example, or you just got a certain topic in mind, maybe your client's asked a certain question again, or something you'd like written that you don't have the time or the resources to write yourself, basically. The link we've just sent is for the blogs, and I think there's social media, email, and case studies in there. That's sort of the typical content we're seeing. But if you've got a particular request, just let us know and we can look at that and quote that at the time as well. We've also got branded ebooks. So you've probably seen a little bit about this. This is great for, obviously adding to your website and turning visitors into leads. So people that are actually giving you their contact details, not just, a number on a website traffic report. It's someone that you actually know now and have details to follow up. Obviously, ebooks particularly take a long time to write, and you've got to think of a topic and do all the research and that sort of stuff. So we've saved you all that time. We've been writing away in the background. We've got 3 in the bundle at the moment on increasing sales, exporting, and just more a general how to grow your business one, which has been quite popular. Obviously it's branded for you as well. These ones on screen just says your logo here, but the color in your logo would be obviously reflect your brand there as well. And it also includes a free marketing kit, which includes a guide on how to actually use these in your marketing, social media posts to support it, as well as some email templates to follow that up and to promote it as well. So the whole package you should need to promote that. And again, if you're a Bizink client, you not only get a discount, which will give you the coupon code for that as well. I'll see if I can type it in while we chat. Sorry, because I forgot to give this to Sophie. So I'll type the coupon in for you there. That's the coupon to use for 50% off the ebook price, just as a little nicety for you guys. And you can, Sophie's put the link as to where you can go to buy that and use that coupon. Any questions about that, just let us know. I do have a video I can send you sort of talking through what's included in those ebooks if you want a bit more of a sneak peek into them too. Just a quick reminder about the brochures. Obviously, we went through that as well, but that's one of our new products too. So all written and branded for you. You can print those as well, or just use them digitally and make changes later as well. So we've sent you that link as well. And just an update, we've got lots of new content going out as always. The weekly digest is still going out, so you should have a new one going out today. Australian time anyway. We've also got a bunch of new blogs there and a few more scheduled. You'll see down the bottom the upcoming ones for the rest of May as well. So as always, you can access them in the back end of your website. Blogs will be in the post section, or you can see the weekly digest in the COVID-19 resources section as well. So any questions about that stuff, let us know. You can actually submit requests for content, so probably not all of you know this one. If you have an idea for a blog that you think would be useful for this more generic library, like the topics you're seeing on screen, maybe something timely that's going on, in the world or with government or legislation or something like that, feel free to let us know and put in a request for content as well. So we'll put in a link to the form that you can fill out to give us the details on what you'd like written. Obviously, there's no set guarantees that that's going to get written up into a blog that month or anything, but it goes direct to our content team, who will review it and see, they may already have it planned, or whether it'll go in the weekly digest as a quick little, snippet or a full-on blog. So if you'd like to request that, we've got the link in there as well. So I'll just get Christina to come back on now and just give you a bit of a reminder on how to get in touch with us if you need.
Thanks, Anthea. So if you ever need support, these are the places you can visit to get in touch with us. Our knowledge base has, there's the link here. There's lots and lots of different topics there that you can search through. It's a really good place to begin if you do have a question, or you're looking at trying to get some how-to steps on how to do something. We will be updating this all the time, so please do go here as your first port of call. Next, you've got your live chat, which you can begin a live chat from the knowledge base. So if you do get there and find that you can't find what you're looking for, or you've read it but you want a little bit more support, you can start those live chats directly from the knowledge base. But you can also begin a chat with us from the back end of your site, from the Bizink's website. Just remember to leave your email address, your name, your business name, and the URL, any other information that could help us to support you quickly. Or you can raise a ticket directly with us. I said the email before, but it's there again, support@bizinkonline.com. And you'll most likely get contacted by me initially, but then from there, we can triage you to any part of our team for additional support. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. And Sophie's also just put a link into how to log a great support ticket. There's just a few things that help us out. Obviously, if you're just sending an email, we can tell who it is, but with live chats, we don't always know. So email a way to contact you as a bare minimum, but also writing a good subject line or a good description really just helps us solve tickets quicker. So we've got a little article on that as well. So there's time for a Q&A now, and we've just got a few more minutes if anyone has any questions. I think there was a question that came through as we went along about resources. I think if you have a hub as well, so we're happy to take a look at, I think that might have referred to the zero resources. Happy to take a look at that if that hasn't released to you yet. We'll take a look at that. Thanks for that, Julie. But yeah, if you have any questions later on, just message us as we just went through. So I'll just wait around for a couple more minutes if anybody else has a question. Otherwise, you know how to reach us, and we'll send out these resources to everyone too. I will contact you, John, for the brochure you've won. And yeah, as I mentioned, if anybody else is interested in any of those products or services, we'll send you the links as well. I can't see any questions that have come through while I'm waiting, so I'll probably wrap it up in a minute. But yeah, thanks everyone for your time and your support of Bizink, as always, much appreciated. And yeah, I'll go back to this slide so you just have it on screen. Email support@bizinkonline if you have any questions about what we've gone through today, but I'll send you a copy of the recording after.